Hi, this is Hunter. This is Devotionables, brief devotions for busy people. Today, our Bible reading takes us to Psalm 63. I will give you a little bit of context for that. David's in the wilderness right now, the wilderness of Judah, and he's calling out to God. He's thirsty, he's hungry, the wilderness has nothing for him, and yet he's calling out to God because he is hungry for God. He desires to worship God. In verse 1, he says, "O God, you are my God. Earnestly I seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My flesh faints for you, as in a dry and weary land where there is no water." We see David here is so thirsty that he is just completely and utterly helpless without God. And he recognizes that. He recognizes that God will be the one that sustains him and keeps him. And his response to being in this dry and weary place is to call out to God and ask him to intercede for him. And David is so desperate for God that his only response and his only hope is to call out to God. I wonder if you feel like you are in a place where you feel like you are thirsty for God and you have nowhere else to look to but God. I wonder what your response would be. Would it be to call out to God, or would it be to blame God for your circumstances? And we see David's response here is to not curse God or not to blame God, but instead to praise him. In verse 3, he gives the reason for his praise, and he says, "Because your steadfast love is better than life, so my lips will praise you." What a beautiful response to his circumstances. His circumstances are bleak, and he's probably hopeless, but he has God to look to. So I pray that as you are just living your life and you encounter trials and tribulations, I pray that you would be like David and not to blame God for your trials and tribulations, but to thank him. And I pray that you would just look to God in your circumstances. And David goes on in verse 5 to say that my soul will be satisfied as with fat and rich food. David knows that the Lord will continue to satisfy him even if his circumstances don't look that good. And David knows that God will satisfy him. So, believer, I pray that as you live your life, that you would be like David and look to God, and whenever your trials look bleak, God will sustain you.